everyone, we're going to find the fourth roots of negative 1/2 minus square root of 3 divided by 2i. We're going to use this formula here for roots of complex numbers. And first write this in polar form. And just looking at it, I know this point here, if this is your imaginary and this is your real axis, negative 1/2 is here. Negative square root of 3 divided by 2 is about here. So if you do this triangle here, or let's just look at this angle from here to this point here, this is 240 degrees from your trigonometry class. So the way I can rewrite this is I can write this as c to the fourth. We know it's going to be negative 1/2 minus square root of 3 divided by 2i. And our r is 1. So we since our r is 1 because square root of negative 1/2 plus square root of 3 divided by 2 squared is going to give you 1. So we're going to have 1 cis of 240 degrees. Now from there, we're going to write out this formula. So 1 to the 1/4, since we're doing the fourth roots, our n equals 4. We have cis of, and this is your z, 240 degrees divided by 4 plus k times 360 degrees divided by 4. Now this simplifies to 1 cis of 60 degrees plus k times 90 degrees. And we want this for k equals 0, 1, 2, and 3. We want to use 4 numbers, start with 0, and go to n minus 1. So our n is 4. So 4 minus 1 is 3. So that's why we're ending at 3. Now we simply just use our formula. And for k equals 0, so we're doing the 0 one first, we get C1 equals 1 cis of 60 degrees. So that's just cosine of 60 is 1/2, and sine of 60 degrees is square root of 3 divided by 2. All right, for k equal 1, we get our second one. So z sub 2 is 1 cis of 150, and cosine of 150 is negative square root of 3 divided by 2, and sine of 150 is 1/2. Then the I goes with the sine. And for the second one, at k equal 2, we get c sub 3, and that's going to be 1 cis of 240 degrees, and cosine is negative 1/2, sine is square root of 3 negative square root of 3 divided by 2. And then put your I. And for k equals 3, we have c sub 4. That's going to be 1 cis of 330 degrees. And your cosine's positive, so that's square root of 3 divided by 2 minus 1/2 I. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.